So yesterday we were practicing our numbers up to 20. You were doing some counting and writing out the numbers and trying to write the numbers as words. And we're going to do a little bit more counting today, but we're going to be looking at some bigger numbers, so numbers above 10. Okay, so when we're counting, it can take quite a long time if we're counting out more than 10 objects in one go. Okay, so I've got some pictures here. We're going to count the objects, but rather than starting from one, we're going to have a look at the pictures to see if we can start counting on from a number. So here we've got two pictures of some dice, and the dice both say the number 6. So we can start counting from 6 and carry on counting the dots. So 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So altogether here there are 12 dots. Then over on this picture here, we've got a 10 frame. Okay, well, 2 10 frames. The first one is full up and the second one has got some counters on it. So again, rather than counting them all on their own, we can start counting from 10 because we know there's 10 there. So we've got 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Altogether there are 17 counters there. And then for the last picture, again, we've got 10 here and then we've got some ones. So we can put 10 in our head to count on. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. In this picture, we have got 14 deans. We call these deans. Okay, so we can tell how many there are. For the next challenge, we've got some more things to count. And again, we're going to count on from the first number, but we also need to write the word, which is hopefully something that you practiced yesterday. It's got a picture here of some cakes, and the number, the numeral is 20. Okay, because there's 10 here and another 10 here. So we know that 10 plus 10 is 20. So now I need to write the word 20. So 20. Now for the next picture, I've got some crayons and there's a box here with the number 10 in. So this tells me there's 10 crayons in this box. So again, I'm not going to count 1, 2, 3 because I know there's 10. So I'll put 10 in my head and carry on counting. 10, 11, 12, 13. So the numeral, the number is 13. And now I need to write the word 13. So it's got that at the beginning. 13. Okay? So we've got the picture, the numeral, and the word. So hopefully you practiced writing those words yesterday because it's really important that you can write all the numbers as words from 1 to 20. So we've done that one now. So hopefully your brains are feeling ready to count, okay? So what I want us to have a look at today is how we can draw bigger numbers using 10s and 1s. So you might have heard me talk about the 10s and 1s in this picture here where we use the deans. So when we're in school, we have some objects that we use to help us with counting that are called deans. And they look like this. We get sticks and we also get little cubes here. Now we call the little cubes the 1s. And then we have these sticks here, which we call the 10s. So if I wanted to count out the number 5, I would need to count out 5 little ones. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here. 5 ones. And we know how to write 5. It's just like that, isn't it? A 5. Now, these are all well and good when we're using numbers up to 10, but when the numbers start to get a bit bigger, it can be tricky to hold that many objects and to not get in a muddle. So when we get up to 10, so I've got 5 here, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I've got 10 ones here. What we do is we swap them for a stick of 10. So this is just 10 ones kind of all stuck together. So rather than trying to hold all these 10s, I can just say, well, here is 10, and we know the number 10. So we call this a 10. These are the 10s, and these are the 1s, okay? And we can use these to show numbers. So just like we can show the number 5 in a part whole model, if 5 was our whole number, we know that 5 can be made up, if I get my 5 ones back again, we can put 5 as a 2 over here, and 3. That makes our 5. So 5 is made up of 2 and 3. And there are lots of different ways that we can make up 5. But today we're going to be trying to make up the numbers using 10s and 1s. Okay, so if I wanted to start, so let's get rid of this. If I wanted to start showing the number 11, so I'm going to show how to make the number 11. When we show the numbers like this, we call it partitioning. That's the big word, isn't it? Partitioning. But all it means is I want to break the number 11 into tens and ones. So it looks just like our part whole model. So over here I'm going to put the tens, and over here I'm going to put the ones. So if I want to make the number 11, I could count out 11 little ones like this, but it would take me a long time. So instead I'm going to start with a 10. So I know that this is 10, and then how many ones am I going to need to get to 11? So here's 10, 11. Oh, it was 1. So I've got 1 10 and 1 1, and together that makes 11. So if I want to show that over here, the tens is just a 10. It's 1 10. And the ones, we needed 1 1. So to make 11, we need a 10 and a 1. So we can draw the deans as well. Call this jottings. So to draw a 10, we just draw a small thin rectangle like this. And then to show our 1, we have a 1. Easy, right? Well, let's try another one. So I'm going to get rid of this. And the next number I want us to try and make is the number 15. So again, we're going to break it into tens and ones. We're going to partition the number. So over here, we're going to have the tens. And over here, we're going to have the ones. So again, I'm going to get my stick of 10. Start me off 10. And then I need to start counting the ones. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Here we've got the number 15. So we had 1 10. So over here I'm going to put the 10. And then I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ones. So the number 15 is made up of 10 and 5. 1 10 and 5 ones. And again we can draw that. So the tens would be a stick like this, and then the 5 ones, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 15 is made up of 10 and 5. 1 10 and 5 ones. There's always a little clue, because if you look at the number 15, the 1 at the beginning actually represents the 10. So we know that if there's a 1 at the beginning of a number, it's going to have 1 10. Okay, let me get rid of this one. We're going to do one more together, and then you're going to have a go at doing some on your own, see how you get on. So the next one I want to do is this number. So this is the number 18, and again I want to partition it into how many tens and how many ones. So I'm going to look at the first number, it's a 1, so I know I'm going to need 1 10. And now I need to count out the ones. So over here there's a big clue, it's the number 8. So let me just get 8 ones to see if that makes it. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. So 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. There's my number. So it was 1 10. So over here, this is the number 10. And it was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 ones. So the number 18 is made up of a 10 and 8 ones. So again, I'm going to draw it. My 1 10 and 8 ones. It's important that you try and be really careful when you draw the ones, because we don't want to get in a muddle. So try and keep it nice and clear like I've done here. So we've partitioned the number 18 into tens and ones, and we've shown the deans to make it. Okay, so your task is to draw the part whole model and partition the numbers 12, 13, 14, 16, 17, 19 and 20. So just like I've done, we'd like you to write the number at the top and then partition it into tens and ones and draw the deans to show that number. Can't wait to see how you get on, and remember you can message us if you need any help. Okay, have fun, bye.